A real-time game that's happening every second of every day? It's Animal Crossing for the Nintendo GameCube.
Throughout the years, fans have been waiting for a new Animal Crossing. After Animal Crossing New Leaf, I always wondered to myself, what's next? Following the release of Animal Crossing New Leaf, we received impacting life classics such as Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer and Animal Crossing Amiibo Festival. But it was finally time for the next big Animal Crossing game. Fans across the world did everything they could to convince Nintendo to release a new game for the Nintendo Switch, and they finally delivered. Originally slated for 2019, Animal Crossing New Horizons was released a few weeks ago on March 20th, 2020. The game begins with Timmy and Tommy, and they're like, "What up? Your island, your face, and you're ready for an island paradise. There's trash everywhere." The first two villagers were Bam, which I had in my New Leaf town. I'm glad to see you back, my homie. And those eyes, man, I can't do those eyes. One thing that I love about this game is that you can finally choose where everything goes. I had a plan for how I wanted my island to look in the future, but I'll get to that later. After I settled in, it was finally time to name my island, and what better name than Enchanting? Hey, at least it was better than Guitar Burrow or whatever Plucky said. Plucky sucks. So the next day begins, and well, would you look at that? Tom Nook just gave me a brand new phone, and for some reason I owe him $50,000. So with that, it's time to get to work. After more than 100 hours of playtime, my island getaway was finally complete. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my island. I tried to make it a little town. I still think there's some work that needs to be done, but enough about that. Let's introduce you to some of my villagers. Of course, my original villagers are still here, but now I have new ones. This is Mary. I totally don't talk to her the most. This is not weird at all. And she is my favorite. I was lucky enough to find her alone on an island, and she was more than excited to come to Enchanting. And I made sure to let everybody know that she's mine, and that no one touches her, because I will kill them. Especially Al. Jesus, Al. I thought Plucky was creepy, but Al, man, he got some huge lips, man. And here is Snooty. Oh my god, I freaking hate Snooty. She's so ugly, and in order to get rid of her, I invited some Amiibo villagers onto my island. Luckily enough, I happened to have some Amiibo cards lying around that I could use, and with one of those cards, I got sweet, sweet Rosie. Rosie is one of my favorite villagers. But you know who's not one of my favorite villagers? This guy. This guy never leaves his home. I think he's planning to mass murder everybody before I do, so I gotta get rid of him quick. And he's sick, which is a very bad thing to be right now. Just take this and I'm out. As for my home, it sucks. I tried to do a music room and a video room and a kids room with some entertainment. I tried to do LeBlanc from Persona 5, but I don't think it's working. Yes, no, I'm working on it, okay? And last but not least, a game room. There's still a lot of things that I want to do with my home, and I just don't have the items to do it, so everything is still a work in progress. And speaking of a work in progress, this entire game is a work in progress. This game is dangerously addicting, and there's always something to do. Here you can talk to Isabel, which I still believe is a communist, and Tom Nook. People give Tom Nook a lot of crap, but I think he's actually quite nice. And speaking of Tom Nook, Nook Miles. You make miles and you spend them. It's simple, but addicting. They had a feature like this in New Leaf called Meow Coupons, but it's finally realized here in New Horizons. Another new addition is crafting, and to be honest with you, I don't know if I like crafting. Everybody seems to love it, and as much as I love it too, I wish tools didn't break, man. If they made some sort of recipe that allowed you to make tools that were invincible and didn't break with some super rare items, that would be great, because I'd love to have something to work towards. But everything just gets annoying having to rebuild a tool every single time it breaks. And don't get me wrong, building items and furniture is fun, but the tools, man, gotta do that every time. Other than that, if you don't know what to do in Animal Crossing, or if you don't know what Animal Crossing is at all, you might be asking yourself, what's the point? What do you do in this game? Well, you just chill. Whether that's decorating, fishing, catching bugs, and donating them to the museum. The museum, by the way, is absolutely beautiful. It truly is the best museum I've seen in the series so far. And speaking of beautiful, this game is beautiful. The way the trees move in the wind, the weather, I mean, the attention to detail is insane. I remember playing this game early in the morning and seeing how beautiful the sky was. The vibes, man. And the music. I still think New Leaf's music is still a bit better, but perhaps I just have to listen to the music in New Horizons a little bit more. And as much as I want to love this game as much as I can, there's still a few things missing. Kix doesn't have his own store, Brewster's Coffee seems to be missing, and some staple characters are also nowhere to be found. I really hope that these old features are added in as updates in the future, but only time will tell. Other than that, this game is near perfect for me. Except for one major issue. The online. So the online itself works. However, the amount of hassle that you have to go through is absolutely ridiculous. Not only do you have to wait for huge amounts of cutscenes to join someone's island, but I really wish that they added some sort of catalog that you can browse and just find islands that you want to go to. Sort of like battle arenas in Smash Bros. Same thing with custom outfits. Why can't I browse a catalog of the most popular designs? Of course I need a code, Nintendo being Nintendo. I need a code for everything. But aside from the very few downsides, this game is absolutely fantastic. If Nintendo is smart, I know that they can make this one of the best games the Switch has to offer. And it will definitely be the best Animal Crossing game you can get. And I think it's safe to say that it already is. But I really hope they go that extra mile to just add in a few more things. So with that being said, thank you for watching, and you better go wash your hands or you're gonna end up like my last victim. Just kidding. Still though, you gotta wash them hands.